Well, we're back with another edition of Beyond the Stream. Sometimes people sit down and it doesn't dawn on me who they are, but my goodness gracious, I remember when this lady was a little teeny lady. My goodness, going back, I just found out who your father is. Anyway, Katie Lee, welcome to another edition of Beyond the Stream.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Where are you from originally? As if I don't know now, but...
I'm from Conway.
Yeah?
UCLA. People may call it Upper Conway, Lower Ainer. Mm-hmm. That's where you'll find me. Born and raised in Conway. Went to Ainer High. So, been here my whole life.
The Blue Jackets.
Yes. The Blue Jackets.
What was life like growing up out there in the country? I mean, you were in the country. Yes. I mean, telling me who your father was, you're out there for a while.
Yes. Growing up, I mean, I'm born and raised in the tobacco farm. Mm-hmm. We're tobacco farmers. So we grew tobacco until I was 16. So I worked in the farms with my grandparents and, school, but my summer was farming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was that last generation. I'm a lot older than you are. Mm-hmm. But wow, tobacco. Yes. That was king once upon a time. I spent plenty of time out there on the farm. Mm-hmm. We used to say those were the good old days, and those were. Man, I don't know if I want to get back out there on the farm again. I got some city living, and it made me soft.
Nah.
But it was great.
Yeah. I loved it. If I could go back, I would. 100%.
You would?
I loved it.
It was hard work, but boy,
rewarding.
It was really rewarding. Yeah, the families were closer, communities were closer out there.
Absolutely.
It was definitely something to see. Your father, big music fan, yes. Loved bluegrass music.
Mm-hmm. He loves music, loves singing, loves writing music. He still writes songs to this day. So he just finished one up the weekend, actually.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's always been an interesting character. We used to cross paths a lot. Mm-hmm. I was a little more involved in the bluegrass community at one time. Still am involved in it, just, different part of the world, and it takes me on different journeys. But was that something you guys took to church? You sing in church? Or?
I don't personally, but my dad loves to sing. He was singing in church. And right now, as far as singing, he tries to sing and minister at a local nursing home here in Conway each Sunday. That's his church.
Bless his heart.
Yep, that is his church. That is where he's found home and bringing that to the people that can't go to church.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Well, where you grew up on the farm people definitely have a different opinion. Mm-hmm. Of HTC and what it means. I mean, I grew up in a small community in North Carolina when we had party lines, mm-hmm. and it was definitely a game changer. It wasn't really that long ago. I mean, in the grander scheme of things, early 1950s when HTC was spreading phone service,
right? That
was a huge thing. For folks.
Definitely. And things have evolved over time. Even as young as I may be, I remember dial-up. When I first started at HTC, dial-up was still a thing.
Sure.
And that wasn't, yes, it's now 19 years have passed, but that wasn't all that long ago.
No.
And look at where we are today, 1 gig, 2 gig, 5 gig. You just can't imagine what our future holds.
You're dropping out some crazy talk right there.
I know.
I mean, who knew a couple of tobacco farmers would be saying 1 gig or 2 gig or 5 gig? I hear something like that on auction day.
Right.
Is that not crazy, though, how the world is smaller because of the internet?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I mean, Horry County was small to begin with, and then you add social medias and internet and all of that on top of it. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody knows everything about everybody.
Yeah, sure. Despite all of that, one thing that some folks may not know is that with those humble beginnings, with telecommunication services and then the internet in 1995, HTC's become the largest cooperative in the entire country. I mean, when you think about the United States and co-ops and their place in the history of the country and how it grew, that's mind-boggling.
It is. And it's wild on our day-to-day, the people that we pass in the offices and things like that, to even think that we're the largest co-op. Mm-hmm. And, we see the same few people every day. And it's like, how is this what does the small ones look like?
Yeah, sure.
So, for sure.
And gonna get bigger.
Right.
I know you've expanded geographically, but you're going to have more people inside that circle of influence as well.
Absolutely.
I think we keep the title.
I hope so.
I mean, it's not like we have like a TV champion and we show up with a belt like we're like the old wrestling days that we're the number one co-op in the country, but looks like we're going to keep the title here for a long time.
Yes, sir, Liz.
Well, let's get into what you do. When did you start at HTC?
August 6th of 2007 was my first day at HTC.
Okay.
I started in our operator services department where we did operator 411 directory assistance. If you remember picking up the phone and someone saying state and city, please, it could have been me.
Okay. Wow.
So that's where I started. And then I moved over a couple years later into the contact center, or call center, some people still call it. And I've been there ever since, just working through the ranks from Rep 1, Rep 2. Now I'm actually the contact center team lead. So I'm there to support and direct our CRAs and making sure that every member experiences the best possible.
Okay. Well, that sounded nice, but what do you do? I mean, what happens in that office?
A lot of things happen.
Okay.
I'm just there anytime there's issues that need resolving that may be outside of the norm. I'm there to give direction and say, okay, this is how it needs to be handled. This is the best that we can do in this situation and make sure that we are handling things appropriately.
Okay.
So I'm basically like your internal support for our representatives.
So do you crack the whip when you go in there on Monday? You got a couple of folks. I want to know how the day goes. I want to see how the structure is. So someone says, Sheila, how was your weekend? Oh, you ain't going to believe it, girlfriend. We got over there at the church, and she brought that same banana pudding that I had, and mine's better. You know it. And then what happens? Does a phone ring? When do we get to work and stop talking about our weekend activities on a Monday?
Oh, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Everything, 8 o'clock. The outside world stops, and the contact center begins.
All right. And so what happens at 8 o'clock on a Monday at the contact center?
We start answering the phones. The phones start ringing. We start answering phones, and and not only phones, but chat line. We have chat. We communicate through phone. We communicate through chat. We get online requests through our My Accounts that people have questions. We respond through email that way. So we communicate in all forms of methods for our members.
Now, can a chat be assigned to another department? Can I chat with you and then get my chat sent over to somebody else?
Currently, our residential department and our business department we chat. So if you have a business member who's chatting with the business group and says, well, what time I'm chatting, I want to handle something on my residential account too, that representative can transfer that chat.
How about that?
From business to residential, and we can pick it up.
Okay. If I think it, I know you guys are doing it.
We're
or in the process of doing it.
Absolutely. Forward thinking.
Is that picking up? I mean, more so than the phone call? I find myself doing it. I'd still like to talk to a human being whenever possible. Yeah. And I like to be able to understand who I'm talking to. Right. And so you guys get 2 check marks for that right there on the customer service. But I've done the chat a couple of times.
Yeah. So with our chats, on a average day, you're looking at about 45 different chats that come in, different members that may reach out. On a busy day, you're looking at closer to about 90.
Wow.
Just in that form of interaction. Phone calls, a slower day could be 500 calls. A busy day could be 1,200, all depending on what's happening.
Wow. 1,200 calls? That's a lot.
It is.
I mean, that's a whole lot.
It is, definitely. And our team, they do it with a smile. So,
yeah, I gotta give you the thumbs up on that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, on the community service side of things, I've chatted to folks that are heads of nonprofits and charitable organizations. They get plugged into local chambers of commerce and that sort of thing, and commissions and church socials, whatever. You get to do some of that as well?
Some of the things that we do outside the office would be such as our marketing events. We do a lot of farmers markets. I wasn't aware you guys were doing that and stumbled upon it recently. Yeah, so our marketing team will go out, but we try to assist where we can if we can afford to let an employee go. And it's just being out there, you seeing people face to face. You may be like, I talked to you last week on the phone, and here you are at the farmers market, and I get to see you in person outside the office. So we love bringing that type of positivity to the community.
Yeah. Well, family-wise, you grew up out there. You talk about the importance of family. How's your family doing now? Tell us a little bit about your family.
Oh, doing good. As far as, mom and dad, everyone's doing good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married. I have a 12-year-old little girl. So
Oh, my.
she goes to Ainer too. So
Yeah?
everybody's
What is
doing
she into? What are her hobbies and likes?
good. Social media.
Oh, yeah, that goes without saying.
Right.
Yeah.
That, and she's been doing pretty good this summer. We've been putting up tomatoes and, all the farm stuff, picking tomatoes, canning tomatoes.
There you go. When you said
Canning
putting up
peaches.
tomatoes, I picked up what you were throwing down, but there might be somebody that's moved in here. She's putting up tomatoes.
I know.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You got to blanch them, girlfriend.
That's
you got to
right.
blanch them.
You
Yeah.
do. I got to blanch them, ice bath them, all the things.
Wow. That right there is just some good eating. I'm surprised that's still going on.
Mm-hmm.
Did you learn that craft from mom and them?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Grandma, mom, me, I've done it my whole life.
Now, you growing the tomatoes as well?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't blanch a store-bought tomato.
No. They're not the same.
Well, that's awesome you're still doing that. I mean, I love it. I love it, keeping some of those old traditions alive.
Absolutely.
So
Passing it
your
down.
daughter, that's awesome.
She can honestly do it on her own now. She's done it so much so far this summer. She can teach me things I didn't know, probably.
So what else coming off in the garden now? I mean, you got your tomatoes, but
Tomatoes, okra, what else we got? We got peppers. What else do we have planted out there? We've got some corn.
right.
But, most of that's for deer corn, but different, just whatever.
That's another show.
And
You won't get into deer corn if you're not from around here.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah. So you didn't really get the farm out of the system. You just left the
No.
farm, but that's great.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, it's been a pleasure chewing the fat with you, Kate. That's awesome. Contact Center team lead at HTC. Appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us.
I appreciate
Say
it.
hello to your dad. I haven't kept up with him in a while, but he'll know who I am.
He'll be excited.
Great guy. We had a lot of fun back in the day. Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's what it's all about, reconnecting and connecting. And if you haven't connected with HTC, if you have the choice to get some of that super fast internet, you better make the right one. That's all we got for this edition of Beyond the Street.